Hey folks, welcome back to another video. And today I just wanted to talk through some of the products that I take with me anytime I go camping. And the reason why I take certain things with me really is because, yes, roughing it is what it's about, but to some extent, having some basic creature comforts really enhances the enjoyment of the whole trip. And if you have a significant other who's not really that much into camping, this is pretty much a must. So I'm gonna talk through some stuff, and just know I'm not affiliated with any of these products, but I just think that, you know, if you're gonna go, why not have some of this stuff so you can enjoy the trip more and your partner can enjoy it, which means you're probably gonna do more trips. So all that being said, let's jump in. So guys, it would not be a camping trip without a great cup of coffee. And for me, I've tried a few things. I've done the French press thing. I've done the instant coffees. And those are fine. There's nothing wrong with them. But I did find like the coffee just isn't quite as good. Well, maybe the French press is, but it's like more work than I was willing to do consistently. So I ended up taking a look at different camping coffee solutions, and I found this. This is a product called, well, it's the OXX is what I should call it, coffee machine. And here, let me show you guys in one sec. Flip it around. So this is it. It's this little box, and the beauty of this thing is, on top, this is a canister where you put your water, and in here is where you put your K-cup. And it's pretty simple. You just pick the coffee cup size you want, and the machine does the rest. Another thing I get asked about a lot are these lights. These are actual LEDs that are designed for camping situations, made by GTFO, I think I'm saying that right. And they're great. They actually are super thin and are a continuous circuit, and you can build on these. You can actually add more dimmers and switches as you please and route it throughout your truck how you feel like. Now, what's great is because I have a fuselage for a camper, I'm able to run the wiring through there so it's out of sight, and at the same time, kind of put them anywhere I want. So I applied one of these LED bars on each swing door. So, and I put it towards the middle so that way it doesn't carry a lot of weight and doesn't like pull down too much on the gas struts. And at the same time, you can still use them inside. So when the door is closed, that light still helps illuminate the inside. So I really like that. Also, I got two systems. The second one is this guy here. And by the way, all these lights can be either amber or clear white or a mix. And why would you want amber? Well, I think it's a little easier on the eyes for sure, but I think it's mostly for insects. Insects are less attracted to amber color lighting versus the white light. Why do you need white? Sometimes it's just easier to have a bright light on. So for me, I like that I have a choice, and these are pretty cheap. I mean, these are less than a couple $100, I think. and they do a really good job, and they don't really take a lot of drain on your battery. So ultimately, I highly recommend these. I think that they really add to the experience of being outdoors and really just enjoying your camper a little bit more. One thing that I never considered before until I really started sleeping in the truck was that I like to sleep in a level truck. So like, a lot of campgrounds or just any place off-road that you're going to be staying in, that you can't depend on having a perfectly flat area. And so what happens is that translates to your sleeping arrangement. Like, you don't want to be sleeping like this or like this or like that. So what I did is I bought these guys here right off of Amazon. They were pretty cheap. I'll put a link in the description. And actually, it's been great. Like, you can stack them and just drive right onto them and put it on the tire or tires that need leveling. And this makes a tremendous difference. I can't really stress enough what a difference that makes. In the past, what I used to do is, try to stack rocks or logs or whatever I can find. And that, it's not bad. I mean, you could do that. But what if you're in an area where you can't find any like actual stacking material, or it's not very safe? Like, I've had logs like actually crushed because they were just old logs, So those are kind of things that I didn't really want to deal with. And for pretty cheap, this is a great solve. So I highly recommend that. If you're wondering why I have a ladder when I can access my bed from the inside of the truck, it really has a lot more to do with when I am asleep in the middle of the night and I realize I need to go to the restroom or something. If I have my dogs or a buddy with me who's sleeping down here, or just a ton of stuff down here in general, it makes it really hard to get in and out of the truck at 3 a.m. when you can't see anything. And never mind the fact that, you're inside the truck where you got to open the hatch on this side and the bottom and then climb out. It's just a weird thing because then you're also like grabbing it, pulling it back up and closing the hatch up. It's just a weird angle to do that stuff. So it's more trouble than it's worth, and actually kind of feel it like wakes me back up and then I'm wide awake at 3 a.m. So I learned some stuff. I learned that buying a simple like retractable ladder like this one is actually a Roofnest, can really go a long way to really helping you just enjoy your camping experience. So it connects right to the top of my actual Super Pacific camper, and this will probably connect to anything you got, really. It just has these little hooks. And you can get out at your leisure and get back in pretty easily. So for me, that was a simple no-brainer that actually has made a difference. So just one more thing to consider. So one of the things that I definitely recommend is if you're going to go camping, you're going to be cooking, you can't do open flames here in California, so you need to have a stove. I purchased this Coleman Hyperflame. That's actually the model. And what I love about it is this right here. It actually comes with a built-in igniter. And that is so pivotal because if not, then you're faffing around with, matches or, lighters and stuff like that. I just like that it's built in. I don't have to worry about it. It fires up pretty much instantly and allows me to do my cooking without any weird interruptions or anything. It's just nice. One less thing to carry. So I'll put a link on this guy too. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, but really powerful, 2 burners, and boils water kind of quick. Like I would say within 2.5 minutes I had boiled water. So if that's I don't remember off the top hand like how many BTUs it is, but it's pretty powerful. One other thing that I never do is leave the house to go camping without a no light. And I own a couple of these. This one, let's see, it's the M2R. It's nice handheld, feels really sturdy in your hands. The best part is that the top of it is sort of, hope you guys can see that. The top of it is really, really like sharp. And the great thing about that is you can kind of use it as a weapon if you had to. I certainly would not want to be hit by this thing. But it's super bright. Like, let me show you guys, even though it's daytime right now, I think you should still be able to see how bright and I guess potent is a good word. Because at night this makes it like daytime. But here you go. I mean, this is daytime. It's a great light. Highly recommend it. And I'll put a link in the description below. So one of the common challenges anytime you're out and about camping is, what do you do with cutlery and plates and stuff? Yeah, I've used plastic stuff and paper stuff and, you know, thrown it away. I feel like that's pretty like wasteful. It's convenient, sure, but wasteful. And also, you always have to replenish it. So sometimes when I just want to get away quickly, it's like one of those things I forget. It's like, oh crap, did I get enough paper plates? So after a little while of experiencing, you know, all that, I decided to look for something that I actually could use to kind of make it a little easier to have regular plates and cutlery and glasses and stuff with me all the time, so I could just keep in my camping kit and not have to worry about. And so I found this thing called a rinse kit. Now, the beauty of the rinse kit is essentially it's a self-contained water reservoir, and this particular one holds about 3 gallons of water. It has a built-in battery and pump. So really, it's like taking your kitchen sink with you, which is so great. The head here, and I'll show you guys here in a second, the head has different modes. So you can do like a shower mode, a jet mode, mist even for hot days. You can use this to shower if you needed to. It helps sort of also with, I think just like rationing out the water you have, which is nice. So, I mean, I think it's great, and it's super robust. Like, you can just chuck it into the back of your truck. It's not going to leak, and it does just a really good job. So let me show you guys how it works. All right, so here's the head, right, just coming out of the rinse kit. Check this out. Put on jet. So, super useful, nice and easy, doesn't waste water. What more can you ask for? All right, folks, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I hope that's helpful and hope you guys got some value out of it. If there's any questions, go ahead and put the comments down below. I will respond as soon as I can. And other than that, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.